The divine bliss, which is the source of all happiness, is related to its knowledge that was revealed in its original form by the supreme divine power, Krishna, during his miraculous appearance in this world. That was the Gita, the origin of all the spiritual isms and the knowledge of all the knowledges, which has now been further simplified by His Divinity Swami Prakashanand Saraswati, the foremost disciple of Jagadguru Sri Kripaluji Maharaj, who is the supreme divine descension of this age. The Gita is not only a philosophy, it is a promise of God.
Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya ahamevam vidhurjuna Gyatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtun cha parantapa.
It tells to merge all the spiritual formalities into the exclusiveness of loving devotion to the supreme form of God, and you will receive His vision.
Aho vakiyam stanakalakutam jighan sayapayadapyasadvi Aho vakiyam stanakalakutam jiham sayapayadapyasadvi lebhi gatim dhat Triuchitam tatonyam kamvandayalum sharanam vraje. The Divine Souls. In the last speech, I described the form of Krishna, the form of his abode. On the same lines, you should know something more. There are two separate things, material world and the divine world. Both of these worlds have got a very distinct nature, very distinct. This world has a spot existing nature, a spot existing. Divine world has a omnipresent nature, omnipresence and spot existent. A spot existent at one place. You see in the world, from a very speck of dust to big, huge objects of this space, the quasars. They are so great beyond imagination. Hundreds of light miles, light years wide. Well, one light year, I think, is almost 5.8 trillion miles. And they are moving so fast in the open space, again, it's puzzling to scientists. From those huge objects of this universe to a speck of dust, everything spot existent. Spot existent. means at one particular place. You see, suppose a speck of dust in that much space, it has some significance. And in a 10-mile area, just a speck of dust is negligible. You can neglect a speck of dust or just neglect it. So, worse than that is the situation of a quasar in the vast open sky, vast open space of this universe. In an endless space, even the biggest quasar has no value. Value means it's very, very negligible. So what I mean? Only spot existence. Everything exists at one particular time in a one particular space. If you are sitting in front of me, you are not on the back, in single room. If you are sitting over there, you are not here, in one single room, one place, one time, one spot. You can't be at two places the same time. Even your fingers are separate. Everything, you moved slightly like this, position is changed when? Particular time. It is so definite. This is the nature. Not inherited nature. It's a natural nature of this universe, of this cosmic manifestation. Natural nature. Just like you see, a material is made of yarn, fabric. If you take out all the fabric, what will remain? Nothing. No material. Something like that. It's not ingrained. It is made of this kind of thing, which is spot existent. So we cannot think beyond that. Anything apart from that is beyond imagination. Anything apart from this situation. So we find it hard to understand what is omnipresence. So omnipresence cannot be intellectually understood. But in the divine world, everything is omnipresent. Each and everything. Because that is the nature of the divine world. Divine has a omnipresent nature. Material has a spot existent, that nature. Both are entirely different. No comparison, no example. Just like there is no example of that world in this world, so there is no example of this world in that world. There is no example. This world is on its own unique, full of all limitations, reservations, pains, happiness, all those things. And that world, full of only one thing, absolute bliss. That's all you need. So, divine world, Krishna, omnipresent. How? Why? No, it is a nature. How? Divine miracle. You cannot think how, because there is no example in this world. So, Krishna, his form, his abode, everything is omnipresent everywhere. For that reason, for that omnipresent nature of the divine, every saint who goes there, yadagatva na nivartante. Na nivartante. It has two meanings. When a soul becomes a saint, he reaches that dimension. He does not come back. Means he could come back on such planet, but he cannot come back as a material soul. Means he does not come back into the bondage. Even if he comes back on such planet to help the souls, he remains beyond bondage. na nivartante. Once you reach that stage, it is forever. You are forever in bliss. So, yad gatva, you have to enter into that dimension, from this dimension to that dimension. And you reach that dimension, then Krishna is with you all the time. Because he is omnipresent. And Radha is with you all the time. Other saints with you also all the time if you want to have other associations. It's such a nature. That much is enough for you to understand now. Okay, so does Krishna has only one form, as I described, wearing pitamba, yellow saffron, dhoti and shawl and crown and ornaments and a very loving complexion? He has quite a few forms. It's called Naam, Roop, Leela, Gun, Dham, Jan. Naam, Gun, name and virtues. One class. Roop, Leela, Dham, the personal form of Krishna, the place of Krishna, the abode of Krishna. Those three, another class. One more class, Jan. Jan means all Krishna's associates, all the associates, all the saints. So, name and virtues, his personal form, his leelas, leela means his place and his abode, and the saints. There are three categories. There are three classifications of Krishna's form. And they are all one. They are all in all. This is a further complication. All in all. Name contains all those. Virtue contains all the rest. His personal form contains all the rest. His abode contains all the rest. His leelas contain all the rest. His saint contain all the rest. All the rest means out of those, Naam, Roop, Leela, Guna, Dham, Jan. Means his name, his virtues, his form, his place, his abode, his saints. Out of all those, every individual form contains all other forms. Because of omnipresent nature, same nature applies everywhere. But name and virtue, they are like experience. You can say formless experience. Formless experience, yet contains the form in a subtle form. And the experience of form, you are seeing Krishna. Oh, my beloved Krishna. A gopi is saying, my beloved Krishna, you are here? Yes, I am here. And she is seeing, talking to Krishna in a loving manner. Krishna became playful. Some gopis came, some Gwalbal came, Maya Yashoda came. Play of Krishna. Where? In his abode. How could he play without an abode? So his form, his play, his abode, they are all perceivable. All the saints perceive. How do they perceive? With their senses. They listen, they hear, they smell, they see. So these two forms means perceivable form, visually perceivable form, and non-visual perceivable form. In their heart they feel the name, the virtues. That is actually very difficult to explain. So no one ever tries to explain actually, but I'll try. You see, name, you would have heard Krishna's name has all the virtues. Namna Makari Bahudha Nisarva Shakti Tatrarvitaha. The name contains all the divine virtues of Krishna. Yes. So when name contains Krishna, what is that name? It's like Krishna, Radha, Shyam, Govind, that sound? No. Not just the sound. Name itself is himself. There's no it in the divine world. You can think of that. It is here in this material world because it is lifeless, called it. In the divine world, know it only he or she. Even if I use it sometime, you must know it is for he or she. So, the name also is Krishna himself. Suppose, take for instance, a saint in the divine abode. He has closed his eyes. In his heart, he is only feeling the name Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. It is a feeling, yes. But that feeling is not just a feeling. It's an experience of Krishna's complete blissfulness. Exactly same as another saint is seeing Krishna. Oh my beloved, you are here. Another saint is simply in his heart thinking or feeling Krishna's name. Same experience of love, blissfulness, no difference. So name contains Krishna also, but it is like a impersonal experience of Krishna name in a personal, impersonal form. Something like this. Because in this world, either personal or impersonal. Means either nothing or something. Nothing or something. Nothing between nothing and something. Either no or yes. But there, you see Krishna, he has name within his personality. And the name contains Krishna's personality. Again, it is hard to understand intellectually. But still, you see, name and virtues. And virtue of Krishna, virtue means beauty of Krishna. Virtue means kindness of Krishna. Virtue means grace of Krishna. Virtue means attraction of Krishna beauty. Virtue means the charm of Krishna beauty. All of these virtues. So how could you feel virtue of Krishna beauty without seeing Krishna in person? There is no problem in the divine world. You can experience it still in your heart, the whole thing. So it's not like impersonal. But there is no word to describe that situation. No such word in the dictionary, in any dictionary. But Krishna has all these variable forms. Name, virtues, form, leelas, means place, abode. All these are Krishna's various forms. And his visual, personal form that I described, holding flute, wearing peacock feather, all those decorations, is his personal form. In that form also includes everything. One more thing is left. Saint, the one I described, the third category of Krishna's form. In the divine world, there are two kinds of saints, eternal and general. Eternal saints are from eternity with Krishna. They were never souls. And some souls who join that group are general saints, general associates of Krishna. So eternal associates of Krishna, who are they? They are also form of Krishna. Within them, Krishna is there. So when those saints descend on such planet, they represent Krishna in full. That's the theory. So within a saint, what is there? Krishna himself. Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's virtues, Krishna's place, Krishna's abode. Because everything includes everything. So, all those uncountable saints of divine abode, they also hold all other aspects of Krishna's personality. So, what is Krishna's personality? Krishna's name is also Krishna's personality. Krishna's virtues, they are also Krishna's personality. Krishna's form is Krishna's personality. Krishna's place are also Krishna's personality. Krishna's abode, dham, is also Krishna's personality. And Krishna's saints, they are also Krishna's personality. So Krishna's personality is in these forms. In these forms. Name form, virtue form, Leela form, abode form, saint form. In all these forms, Krishna is there, and they are all Krishna personalities. Because there is nothing abstract like thing in the divine world. There is nothing abstract. Everything is tangible, experienceable, perceivable. And perception also is of many kinds. I am going to tell now. There are many kinds of perception in the divine world. With closed eyes, with open eyes, during sleep, during trance, many stages. However, in those various kinds of perceptions, in various stages of perceptions, Krishna is there in various forms, and all these forms are Krishna's personality. So I said, name is also the personality of Krishna. Not just the personality when you think that Krishna has a form and you are thinking of Krishna. So name is also personality, virtue is also personality, because personal Krishna is within the name. In this world we have name and person different. Because name is a given word to identify that particular figure, particular person. Like Mr. So-and-so, that person. Name was given at some particular time. You can change your name, have hundreds of names, just a fictitious name, a fictitious word to identify someone. So name has no personality. Your personality has a personality, not the name. But Krishna's name is not like that. Krishna's name is Krishna's personality. Krishna and Krishna name. Your and your name. Big difference, as I said, is for existence here. Here are two things, lifeless and live. Lifeless and live. Whole world is lifeless. You have life. Your name has no life. It cannot be life like your name, cannot become you. It's just a word. Words are lifeless, dead. That's a sound you can sound. What is a sound? That's a sound. That's it. To distinguish something. In the divine world, nothing lifeless. Everything is personified. Personified means it has a personal form. So the whole of Krishna's personality is within his name. For that reason, suppose a devotee remembers only Krishna name, Krishna, Krishna, Govinda, Gopal, Without even meditating on Krishna's form, if he does wholeheartedly, complete faith, he will find Krishna one day. Because that sound, that name, as I explained, Krishna word, the meaning of Krishna word, if he imbues all the quality into that Krishna word and says the name wholeheartedly, he will come close to Krishna's personality, because Krishna's name is also Krishna personality. In this way, in the divine world, there is nothing abstract, nothing formless as we think in this world. There is subtle form. So we can say Krishna has subtle form and a non-subtle form. You can't say gross. Subtle and not subtle. Name is a subtle form, virtue is a subtle form of Krishna's personality, and Krishna's personality is a actual form. However, further on this matter I explain in the next speech. We'll do chanting. Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Radhe Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Oh, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe. 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 Radhe Radhe